really special one for me. Contract, check, get my client signature, and then we'll try and go and exchange it.
Jackie boys, he's just handed in the contract. His biggest property so far. He's pumped, he's ready. Hopefully we get this deal done and dusted.
What we're seeing pretty much across the board. And Sydney clearance rate was actually at 82% on Saturday, and City and East, which is our neck of the woods, was actually at 92%. So
and you guys sold 100%.
PPD 100%.
Wrapped and stitched.
Done.
So I think that's a good number. 9.1% over guide price was the average, eastern suburbs wide. That gives buyers a good indicator of how much demand there is, and how much people want these types of properties.
Yeah.
So we're in a situation at the moment in a negotiation with a property that my client absolutely loves. She's been looking for 2 years, has looked through every single property in this area that's hit the market and hasn't found anything. And we're now in a position where she loves the property, but obviously there's a lot of other people that love it as well. So it's a tough negotiation. I think something to think about in these situations is, we're in a very, very low interest rate environment. If you can afford to spend the extra money to secure the property you love, I think it can be very worth it. If you're spending another $100,000 or $150,000 and there's someone right behind you that will, is willing to pay a little bit less, so essentially the property is worth that amount, it can cost you, between $3,000 and $5,000 a year and $100,000 extra in interest, and you have the property of your dreams. So you can offer that gets rid of not just them but the other two as well. So what my thought process is right now, there's 2 other buyers that have contracts with solicitors, which means they're in a position to make an offer. We're serious, psychologically they're going to go, fuck it, these guys are just and they've got a lot more to spend. But look, I'm under your guidance. I just think that is the best approach to, again.
You're stressed, aren't you, big fella?
Mate, fucked. Got about an hour, hour to wait, find out. Here it is, signed, sealed and delivered. We're going to get this one done, and I'm just waiting for a phone call at 6:30 to give confirmation on another one.
How are you? Are we doing like proper stuff?
No, I just do it. He just films me every day and we do vlogs.
Oh, good on you. I think I might have seen 1 or 2 of them, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's only been recent. When did you start?
7 weeks ago.
Yeah, so there you go. It's vlog 7 this week. So
Oh,
it's 7
great
weeks
you.
ago. Yeah.
Do you want to join me in the boardroom? Should we do it all official?
Sure.
Yes?
Not good news.
No.
No.
Okay. So what's the guy doing? He's offered for it or something, has he?
No, he's put it on offer on a contract of.
I was calling out your name with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me.
Really, I don't know whether this is actually too hard.
I don't want you to think it's too hard. The hardness is not hard. It's the dollar value for you. This it could not. I don't want to miss it, but
Keep on moving to the purpose now.
Just see, okay? I mean, what are the chances of getting it? I just don't want to keep going backwards and forwards,
Well, that's why I said we had to have a figure of don't know more. Like that's why we can keep going. Why they've gone, I can't tell you with confidence that we can get it because I don't know.
No.
But we can, that's why I needed to know what you're comfortable with, and we just need to try our absolute hardest to that point. And if someone was to pay over it, then we say, well, fuck, that's it. We didn't have that. We didn't have that money. Hello.
Are we good or are we not good?
Unfortunately,
Right.
you're going to have to pack your bags because in 6 weeks you'll be moving to...
well,
all done.
Oh my God.
What a journey.
Yes, exactly.
But it's all finished now, so they can't be pulling out. It's exchanged.
It's exchanged?
All done.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, congratulations. I feel very de-stressed now. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The morning ritual sets you up for the day. Myself and Sammy, we've been a little bit inconsistent as of late due to it being flat out, you know, then something comes up and you don't get up early. And we've noticed it. We're starting to get tired. Going back to yoga just then is not the same. You're tight in the hamstrings, tight in the back. Mate, morning ritual, you just gotta stick to it, discipline, alright? You get it.
Nah, nah, nah. Twirl to the other side.
Sammy, mate, come on in, settlement day for one of my clients. Here we are, we're in beautiful Darlinghurst. This client had been looking for 2 years almost, hadn't found anything he liked, got Jack onto the job, mate. Within 7 days, we've crushed it. Come in. The thing I love about this is it's a massive one better, and it's not only a one better. See these bad boys? You slide them over here, you slide that down there, and then foots in here, bed folds down, you get yourself a 2-bedroom apartment, and when you don't have anyone over, you close it up, one better. Mate, come in here, come with me, Sammy. Look at this, huge bedroom. It's a bit dark in here, so you might be able to see it. Crack. Hey, there we go. Vintage lighting, we'll get that changed. Huge bedroom, built-in wardrobes, beautiful pink paint, we'll fix that up. Come. Nice kitchen, as you can see. The bathroom, black for the bachelor. Look at this. Look. Separate side, you jump over, boom, we're in the shower, we're in the bath, mirrors. Look at this, we've got the view of the century. Hey? Look at that. Unreal. See the top of the Opera House, to the left we have Hyde Park, and the beautiful thing about this, to the left we have Hyde Park, to the right we've got Darlinghurst, King's Cross. In front of us, the beauty about it is all of these buildings are heritage, and behind them is Sydney Grammar, so this view will never be built out. Imagine New Year's here, you just sit down, couple of beers. Congratulations, Tommy boy! And then obviously, you know, like having staff as well, like Sam is also a good friend, but it's still a staff member. I'm just about to bring on another staff member as a full-time prospector, so, you know, realising you're just not looking after yourself now, you've just got to make sure that you're productive as well as everyone else in your team and they know what they're doing. How I'm feeling is I'm always happy, which is something I'm grateful for in myself. The freedom I'm enjoying, like being able to do what I want when I want and choose who I, you know, speak with and spend my days with. Getting out of today, I just want to learn what everyone else is doing. We see it every day, and you know we connect on the mastermind twice a week. But it's good to see people face to face and get a real feel. So, thank you.
Super rocket, make your little girl wanna dance, see her booty poppin'. Heard you talking all about it, I really got it. Heard you talking all about it, I really got it. Yeah. I've been working really grinding.
Managing clients' expectations because the market's changed a lot, and there's
I think the most important thing is picking motivated clients.
Yeah, client
You know, it's not much good bringing a client. Oh, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. Like that's a big part. All you're doing is boosting your own ego because in your CRM it looks good on your projection. In reality, they don't want to buy.
Yeah.
So I think it's like bringing on the right clients that have missed out on multiple properties, are fucking sick of it. You know exactly what they want. They can show you, look, we missed out on XXX. These are the features of that property. It's pretty easy for you to go, yes, that's achievable. No, it's not. If it's not achievable, you be up front with it. If it is achievable, you've got your outline of your property there, find something similar to it, and the deal's done.
The way we were positioning clients was just from the very beginning when we met someone. Like hey guys, there's no stock. You've probably seen online there's nothing. You might get from me one property a week, maybe. Could be, not sure. We're just going to make sure if there's, our biggest value right now to you is what we buy on the market. Not off market, but on market, because there's going to be one property there, potentially, or 2 or 3, and there's going to be 1,000 buyers. So our value is going to be our relationship with the agent and our ability to get it. So we would be just positioning it the whole way through. So when they sign up, it's not like disappointing where they're like, where's the property and why can't we do this? And so there was a lot of positioning like that. Every week we'd position them as well. because the market was changing in Sydney every 2 weeks, every like 10 days it was changing with the auctions. It was going up. And so I think for you guys as well, and I'd be love to hear it today, is like, A, are you having problems with clients and expectations right now with what you can deliver for them? And B, any like interesting tactics around what you're doing to position clients better? Because hearing your thing around you're buying very quickly for clients, it'd be good just to talk about that. I think that's a problem right now in the marketplace.
Everything that I do in my life, I learned great lessons from a very young age. And you know where you are right now, Jack, you just think, okay, I'm this person. But you are a culmination of all your experiences, of all your lessons. And that's why you should never want to do things differently. You should never want to look back in your life and say, you know what, if I had a chance to do that over, I would do that differently, ever. Because you are a culmination of all those things. And what you perceive as bad now that happened to you, if I take that away from you, you might not be the same. You might not be the flamingo man.
That's so true, man.
One of my skills is I have the ability to deal with huge amounts of stress. I train myself. So I actually got my brain tested. And I'm what you call an alpha variant, which means that I'm able to process more information than a normal person is. And you can work on that yourself. And then I also have another thing which is called a low mental coherence in my brain, which means that you're able to take on more amounts of stress and deal with things. There's a place in called Studs. They're in Fairfield. It's a government agency. It's an EEG test on your brain.
Strip club in the Cross.
No, it's really
Studs.
Yeah, but it's really, really good. I really highly recommend it. You test your brain, you can see where you're deficient in your brain, and then they'll give you exercises where you can actually build that up. Because of neuroplasticity, your brain's able to completely change all the time. So it's mostly they deal with trauma patients, but also for CEOs, entrepreneurs, you can see where you lack. You can see if you're going into a loop, how much you can concentrate, what your focus is, how much you're able to like just swap out of thoughts and things. It's really interesting to do that.
Right. Guess what you would have learned in that time is probably all the success you had prior to that, whether it be financially, business success, whatever it was, meant nothing when you're in that sort of situation, right?
100%.
Means nothing.
100%. So you see people which are unwell, and you speak to them, and they can have $1 billion, and they've got that pain that they have, like what I had. No money can help them. Nothing can do. If you're on your deathbed, or you're in pain, if you're unwell and you're unhealthy, nothing will help you in life. And the biggest lesson that people can take out of that is that, you know, you don't need to go through what I went through. I had to go through the gates of hell, and I had to, you know, work so hard. And when I was going through my pain and my endurance, I would have done anything to have my life back again. When I was in hospital and I was lying there for 50 days, 60 days, every morning you can't train, and I'm thinking about icebergs where I go in the mornings, I'm dreaming, I'm in a room where you can't even open the window in St. Vincent's Hospital because the windows don't open, right? All you want is fresh air. You do anything to have that, right? And when I lost it, I would have done anything to have it back. Now that I have my life back, I appreciate it so much. So appreciate your health, appreciate your life, appreciate those people around you. You don't need a huge accident like what I had.
Everything you do gives me butterflies.